Yes, sir.
All right. I call to order the January 27th, 2026 Debt Affordability Advisory Committee. Welcome, everybody. Sorry, we're having some snow and ice related and technology related delays, but we will get right to it. We do have a new member who unfortunately is affected by the snow related matters. Craig Spaniolo joins us from Cornelius, North Carolina, but I think he is stuck on a plane as we speak because of the snow delays. So he won't be joining us today. But other than that, it is the same group of people as last year. So let's get to calling the roll. I will hand it over to Cindy to do that and to explain the meeting procedures. Cindy.
Thank you. Cindy Aiken, Assistant General Counsel. And we'll start with Auditor Dave Bullock,
Here.
present in the room. Budget Director Kristen Walker.
Here.
Thank you. Participating virtually, as is Secretary of Revenue McKinley Wooten.
Here.
Thank you, sir. And State Controller Nils Roseland, excuse me.
Here.
Thank you, sir, virtually. Frank Akmus.
Don't show
Not
them online.
joined at this time, okay? And Mr. Gene Cianelli.
Here.
Thank you, sir, virtual. And Mr. Don Pomeroy.
Thank you.
Not joined yet. And of course, Mr. Spaniolo could not, and Treasurer Briner
Here.
in the room. So we have three absent at this moment. We have a quorum. Staff present today are Director of State Debt Jennifer Wimmer, Secretary of LGC and State and Local Government Finance Division Director Denise Canada, and assorted staff, and MJ and Lindy helping us with our technical production today. Just as a reminder that this meeting is being recorded and will be made available to the public pursuant to the Department of State Treasurer's recording of public meetings policy. We'll ask everyone to please remember to identify yourself when you are speaking. Those participating virtually, please kindly mute yourself when you are not speaking. We will take our votes by roll call. Motions and seconds will be considered as yes votes unless a member wants to indicate otherwise during the roll call, if that is satisfactory to the group. And let's see, then everyone should have received an email shortly ago, a few minutes ago, with a revised, updated draft for today's review. And that will take care of it. Thank you, Treasurer.
All right. Thank you, Cindy. If you'll join me in the Pledge of Allegiance and the salute to the North Carolina flag, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, justice for all. Salute the flag of North Carolina and the pledge of the Old North State, love, loyalty, and faith.
Okay, Treasurer, hold on.
Yep.
Let's make sure you can hear us. We're checking our connection, camera connection, and
I can still see everybody online.
okay.
It's just the
Okay.
Can they hear us?
monitors here.
Oh, I can hear you well. We can hear you.
Okay.
I don't see nails anymore, though.
I think he turned his camera off.
Oh, okay.
Okay, we will proceed audio only for the time being, and we will adjust as we need to. So the first order of business is to approve the January 28th, 2025 minutes. They were sent to you, I think, yesterday. Is there any discussion or do I hear a motion to approve?
This is Nels. I'll make a motion to approve.
Thank you, State Controller. Is there a second?
It's McKinley, I second.
Thank you. I'll call the roll, please.
That was Wooten, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Motion, Roseland Wooten, to approve January 2025 minutes. Auditor Bullock.
Aye.
Budget Director Walker.
Aye.
Thank you. Mr. Cianelli.
Aye.
Treasurer Briner.
Aye.
Motion carries.
All right, thank you. So now over to the main item of business. I will turn it over to Jennifer Wimmer to present the debt affordability study.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. The 2026 debt affordability study has been emailed to you with some small updates, nothing substantial. Answered a couple of questions that we got off the first draft, but willing to take comments or additions as we go through this. Before we get started, I just want to thank the staff of the not only our section for the debt management, but the controller's office, Office of State Budget and Management, and fiscal research. They have not only helped with information in regards to this study, but also, as it's pointed out later in the study, with the refundings that happened to save the state taxpayers money and to reduce debt service, their assistance in getting information to us for our offering statements during a busy quarter for everyone. Just wanted to say thank you. Getting to the debt affordability study, we have kept some of the main information, trying to make this study a little bit more reader and user-friendly, taking into account the updated projections. Our model is looking for the debt capacity general fund of 1.93 billion each year is available for the next 10 years. And then the transportation is approximately 155 million, smooth for over the next 10 years. As I just mentioned, the state had the opportunity to not only use some efficiencies to group the sales together between October and November of 2025. The state refunded 480.5 million in limited obligation bonds and general obligation bonds, as well as tendered a portion of the callable bonds. And these transactions resulted in savings of $23.1 million and with the tender reduced overall debt service payments. With the interest rate, it closed actually better than it did last year. So wanted to point that out. And knowing that the structural budget balance and reserves didn't technically are noted, but it is not up to this committee. We have taken out the recommendation to actually have a dollar amount in the model for the OPEB liabilities. However, noting with the rating agencies and the balance that's remaining, that should be looked at. The general obligation bonds as the preferred financing vehicle is also noted, and to keep the recommendations of the 4% target that has been primarily that we should not exceed that 4% revenue. Knowing that a lot of this information has come from the state's annual financial report, I will just go over that the outstanding non-tax net tax supported general fund debt was 2.78 billion on June 30. However, there has not been additional authorizations enacted, and so over the next 10 years, the debt service will decline over 85% and will conclude if nothing else is authorized on June 30, 2039. The state was reviewed by all the credit rating agencies. Not only did we speak to them in April when the Garvey bonds were issued, but as well as in October before this latest refunding. noting that the review of the state's credit rating and the identifications of factors leading to a possible downgrade have not changed since last year. Those were still included. We do remain one of only a handful of groups having the triple A, and those comparative debt ratios are on the next page. So again, the committee in this report, net tax supported debt service should be targeted between 4% and 4.75. And the debt as a percentage of personal income should be no more than 2.5 and not exceed 3.0. So getting to the model, using that information and projections, again, the 4%, taking into account 4% debt capacity available each and every year is 1.9. And then with 11.684 on that first year. Going through the highway trust fund revenues and their percentage of 6% to debt service with their revenue target ratios. They do have 920 million in the first year, but the same as last year, 3 years with no capacity. If it is front loaded, if it is smooth, it's 155 million a year. So overall, the recommendations have pretty much stayed the same, but we have tried to limit the amount of duplicate information in previous year's reports. So with that, I'll turn it back over to the chair.
Okay, thank you very much. I appreciate all the hard work that's gone into getting this together, because I know the data is all over the place and in disparate form. So thank you. Are there any questions, clarifications, or comments from any board member?
Chairman Briner,
Sure.
I just wanted to make a reference, and this may not come to a shock to you. Every year, my office as state controller prepares the state's ACFR statements, and we prepare the state's annual financial statements. We also receive a very detailed independent opinion from the fine staff at the state auditor's office. And in our normal ACFR package, there are 15 pages of debt-related historical tables, financial metrics, financial ratios. A lot of it is redundant and duplicative of the information found in this report. And this Debt Affordability Committee was created 20 years ago, or 21 years ago in 2004. And I think the General Assembly is often looking for ways to increase efficiency, reduce, eliminate redundancy. If there was ever an interest by the group, by the treasurer, anyone involved here, to eliminate the duplicate, redundant reporting requirements, I would happily second that motion, and just wanted to, because we are required by statute to prepare the act for, in the manner which I described, the statewide financial statements with an independent review by the auditor's office. And so I just wanted to make that comment, and if that's helpful, constructive, moving on, would be supportive of that type of change, because I know we're all very busy and we have a lot on our plates.
Thank you for bringing that up. Yeah, you and I have had conversations to that effect at some point over the last year, and I completely agree with you. As we go through 2026, I think it should be, in my view, a priority of this group to figure out a way to ensure that everything captured in the DAC study is in the ACFR, so that we are not putting the rating agencies in a position to miss this report in any way. And I think that's probably easily done. So I think that is a project worth pursuing, and would be another example of good government in North Carolina. it is startling if you look at some of the financial history over the last 20 years of the state. What caused this committee to come to pass was real and was a concern for the state. And it's just, we're so far from there as a financial matter today that I think it is also sensible from that perspective too. In the most recent version you have, there are a handful of changes from the last one. They're largely typos and corrections. I don't think there's anything particularly substantive we should point out that's different in this draft versus the last draft. So if there's any other technical corrections or changes that we need to make sure that we've dotted every I and crossed every T, we'd love those now or later. We do need to finalize this by the end of the week. So, happy for any other comments, questions, concerns from committee members.
Hearing none, this is Nels again. I'll make a motion to approve the report as revised as of this morning, and make a motion to approve.
This is McKinley. I second.
All right. Please call the roll.
All right, to adopt the report as emailed, the updated version today. Motion Roseland, second Wooten.
Let me ask a
Bullock?
question. I'm sorry,
Oh,
I'm gonna jump in.
sorry.
Do we want a motion with giving staff permission to make technical corrections? Which, as Treasurer Briner just mentioned, rather than a motion to adopt exactly as went out this morning?
I think that is a friendly amendment.
Clear
Yes.
language.
Yeah. Assuming that the controller and the secretary of revenue are amenable to that friendly amendment, then I think we
Yep.
should vote on that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
For my,
Yes, I approve. Nels.
Thank
yeah,
you.
I do.
Okay. All right. Motion as revised with the friendly amendment to permit staff to make technical changes that are not substantive. Okay. Roseland, Wooten, thank you. Ms. Canada. Auditor Bullock.
Aye.
Thank you. Director Walker.
Aye.
Thank you. Mr. Chianelli.
Aye.
Thank you. Treasurer Briner.
Aye.
Thank you. That motion carries.
Okay, thank you, everybody. We now have time for anything that's on the committee members' mind. Otherwise, I would entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Mr. Wooten. Is there a second to adjourn?
Second.
Auditor Bullock. We'll call the roll, please.
Okay. Just a minute. Oh, okay. Wooten, Bullock offered a motion second to adjourn. We could do it. Well, since we're not on camera. Director Walker.
Aye.
Controller Roseland.
Aye.
Mr. Chianelli.
Aye.
Thank you. And Treasurer Briner.
Aye.
All right. We're
We're adjourned. Thank you, everybody.
Thanks.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.